Hey, this is Rebel Heart Rose here. I come to you live for a review on House of the Dragon. This second season thus far, oh, it's heart wrenching, but it's it's bound to happen. We knew some things were going to happen since Game of Thrones, but I noticed something in Fire and Blood about the timeline. The succession. It says both Aegon II and Rhaenyra will die in this Battle of the Dragons. And then her son, Rhaenyra's son, Aegon III, will take over. So technically, Team Black will win. But the costs are so great. But I feel my heart goes out to Princess Rhaenys. Finding out her husband had two bastard children. That's the title. I don't. Rhaenys was so felt betrayed, but yet she handled it in a way that was mature. But not all humans can. Not all women can. I wouldn't have acted that. I would have wanted to be angry, but she wanted to talk. She probably knew. She probably knew for a long time. I don't think she just found out about it. I think she knew about it for a good while. That's how come she handled it so well. I'm watching the newest episode as I'm doing this. Oh, I do not like. Oh, the hypocrisy of the Greens is so. Even Aemond, her own son, says his mother is two-tongued, double-sided, two-faced. It should have been two-faced. The fact that Rhaenyra found out it was a mistake, and that she thought her technical stepmom, who is the next best friend, was that stupid. She didn't know her history of Aegon the Conqueror. Uh, but there are some redeeming qualities of Aegon the Second, though. His love for his children, his love for his son, that, and his love for his dragon Sunfire, right? Come on. It showed some good. And the fact he was willing to help the people out. If Otto didn't step in. I mean, there are some good points. If they just let him rule like a good king. But him and Aemond has a terrible mother. She got Rhaenyra's seconds from Kristen Cole. Oh, I was hoping you'd get burned. I wish Baela did. Oh, I love Baela's comment. I kind of wish she did. To be honest, it'll be Crispy Cole. Everyone's starting to call him Crispy because everyone wants him to be burnt. Mm. But this book has been interesting. I read a little bit more in it than I have. I'm starting back on it. If only they were like Jaehaerys. The hotheads can't rule a kingdom. Oh, if it wasn't for Rhaenys husband had to step in for them to quiet. Yeah. I think Rhaenys should be the hand of the queen, if she's not already. All this. All the men that died. Because Otto Hightower wanted his own blood up there on the throne. I think even he regrets it. Oh, there's Kingmaker. And he's still butthurt. Kristen Cole's still butthurt because Rhaenyra would run away with him. From season 1. She chose the throne over him. And those who don't like Rhaenyra because she want to be with whoever the hell she wanted to be with, and everyone calling her a whore, but they will not call the man a whore for doing the exact same thing and having bastard children. Notice that. Those are the same double standard people who don't like Rhaenyra, but the men could do that. The men could go ahead, have bastard children, and it's fine. But when women want to indulge in the same thing, it's atrocious. Oh no, women shouldn't do this. But those are the very same people that are in whorehouses enjoying it. I'm just saying. And Rhaenyra ain't the false queen. She is actually the real one. And her dad died. Her dad went to the coronation, and her dad stood up for Rhaenyra till his dying breath. And they think all of a sudden he changed his mind? They are that fucking dumb. I'm going to gaslight them for a bit. They are that fucking stupid. Alicent is that dim-witted. Rhaenyra is intelligent. And she is a calm head. All because they didn't want a woman on the throne. But she would have been one hell of a ruler. So would have been Rhaenys. And when you go to war, you need to have a leveled head, or you lose your head. At least Aemond, I think, wanted the throne more than he would have been the better fit for a ruler, even though he's despicable with killing Lucerys, even though it was more of his dragon, Vhagar, doing it, and he didn't know how to control Vhagar. His ill experience. I would say killing the infant child was way too far. Daemon did go. Daemon knew those men were stupid. But Aemon was initially the target. And if we can't find him then, if he was there, they would have had trouble with him. But they did take away his heir. Son for his son. Alicent's a young grandmother. Overindulgence or over crispy fat.
Nothing of note discussed in the council.
Daemon having seized Harrenhal and his grace's resulting displeasure.
I thought you would be the most aggrieved, my lord.
It is a loss for critical. Every time she faces that, I think the land is like himself. But
He's covered himself in glory, to be sure.
I don't like
sorry for him.
Clubfoot.
Sworn sword.
He weaseled his way in, killed his brother and father, just like, oh my gosh, he is just like Littlefoot.
Indeed.
A Littlefoot.
Maybe
He just like that other guy from Game of Thrones. I forgot what his name was.
you're not seeing yourself in that.
He knows how to weasel in.
And 2 weeks ago, my little husband was alive.
Varys didn't trust him either.
Now I've barely had the hours to grieve one tragedy before suffering the next. I regret if I had not been myself.
I'm
I
saying,
didn't know you shared your old husband's blood. So the histories.
If not his love, then certainly an abiding interest. The voice of history guided Viserys, he knew that his wisdom and echo had reached so far.
Do you think that is why Church is blind? In the end, no matter how
you cannot
serious you think Rhaenyra
rely on words of someone that's on their deathbed. They're not in their fucking right mind anyway. Duh. With that less of a common sense.
Rhaenyra's supporters will believe what they wish. And so will Aemond's. The war will be fought. Many will die. And the victim will eventually ascend the throne. The significance of Viserys' intentions died with him.
Technically, with this, in the chapter,
Yes,
chapter preludes in the book, I don't know how they're going to play it out. But it says the dying of the dragons, Rhaenyra triumphant. And then after she's triumphant, the dying of the dragons, Rhaenyra overthrown. Then she gets overthrown. Then Aegon II dies as well. During the same period. That I took notice of. I'm interested in seeing the visuals. Daemon or Daemon sees that Aemond is like him in this scene.
It's much late to be stalking about a strange castle that needs people to the sword. I'm called Alice
Strong,
Rivers.
fast.
Once you get to know me, you'll find you're not so bad.
So what are you then? Some kind of ace?
In manner of speaking. I inherited the duties after the last one fled in the night.
Fled? Why?
Just never settled in.
Yeah, the house was haunted. Her house was haunted.
Face of tortured rest now and all. So it can be in this place.
What would you know, Wes?
Harrenhal's been cursed since his first stone was laid. Black hadn't found a grove of weirwood trees that through on these lines. Hard to dispute, but despite those
So-
lived long before he came. It said their whispers can still be heard sometimes.
Midwife's tale.
They make out Damon don't have any regrets, but
You
if
explain
his thoughts are haunting him,
no,
You are strange.
and he's not
I'm not
getting that much
understand.
sleep.
Barnyard. Cursed to live in human form. So you come here after quarreling with your wife.
What?
You arrive here alone to claim the castle and yet send no ravens. Do you now plan to make your own claim? Perhaps to prove yourself,
Do
Doctor?
not try and with your insolence, which
It's a hard thing, I imagine, to give obeisance to one who placed you there. And a woman too, a
Ooh,
young child you bounced on your knee. Does it please you that my legitimacy is contested as you stand here? The castle, the dragon.
and there's technically in the book, there's only a 10-year difference between Rhaenyra and Aegon II.
Nature's
10-year
which woman
difference.
has placed your sight.
you must pay for the treachery against the laws of gods and against the crown. Who are you? Sir Blackwood, House Blackwood, Your Grace. As I said. Well then, why did you fear? It was you who summoned me, Your Grace. I was given to understand that you wanted an army. It was those days. Blackwood said we never miss a chance to bloody your swords. Do you? Some 20
I
years
like
ago,
this book.
my Lord Benedict King Viserys and acknowledged the Princess Rhaenyra as his rightful heir. So you fight for this old life, but of course for your 1,000-year-old feud with the Blackhams. I once fight for Queen Rhaenyra's hand before she went to Laenor. I was like this.
Yeah.
She had the true blood of the dragon, and you're prepared to march without the leave.
He says, it's like some of these characters have redeeming qualities, some don't. But Damon really loved his.
And once you and your
It wasn't his first, it was his second wife, Rhaena, I think. I think that's her name, Rhaena. But there it is.
Our lords in the Crown Lands are grassing. Their herds of livestock struggle to keep pace with the dragon's relentless appetites. Vhagar's particularly the divided crown that needs all we can claim their holdings. That would be a relief as we have no more coins to finance the effort. Resources are certainly granted no more plentiful in the face of the blockade. The blacksmiths are risen to have his own ground pace with his armor. But coast unsplendidly at the least, turning every castle and army in his face, concluding dust one day, of course, possible. Kingmaker, they're calling it. And with him and Vhagar also at the ready, we are a formidable opponent. You bore me. You all bore me.
The only good thing about
Perhaps Kristen will be able to procure more lice through his campaign.
I don't know. There's some I cannot think of one good thing. But also, Aegon II did not burn the books. He saved them. He just moved them.
No, your father's books.
I ordered them removed.
No thought the centuries of knowledge in those pages.
His knives are so bad that they ran into each other.
I didn't burn it.
He could have burned the books, but he didn't.
What is it?
They don't care what I think.
Who?
My counsel.
He has a bad mother. His father was absent, left only Rhaenyra.
What sort of you?
I'm the king.
Do you think simply wearing the crown imbues you with wisdom? Those men at your council table earned their seats. My hope that, once enthroned, you would honour the burden of your new duties, be silent, and strive to learn from the more studied minds around you, in the hope that you might be half the king your father was.
Tread carefully.
Or what? You'll hang me as you did your rat catchers, or have me banished as you did your hand.
And doing it to his own
I
mother.
would, in your father's absence, throughout his bond.
He wasn't ashamed of what he did to his grandfather, Otto.
Opinions in council. You have no idea the sacrifices that were made to put you on that throne.
Yep. A lot of sacrifices.
What do you have me do, Mother?
Do simply what is needed of you. Nothing.
Broad daylight. We must hold here and ready ourselves to lay siege to nightfall.
We shall move now and strike by day, they will not expect it.
I'll expect it because it is fucking madness.
Maybe they should have listened.
I did not.
Dragons loading their dragons just across the bay. On a night out of the day.
They had a trap set. Yeah.
Worse. Rational.
We advance.
We need to send a dragon.
Where?
To support the war that your vassals have been fighting in your absence. Your Grace.
Cole's host has grown since riding abroad. He raised the levies of both Rosby and Stokeworth, and with their combined strength, such.
I kind of wish Bela did. The Dracarys, I think a lot of people were yelling at her, say Dracarys, Dracarys.
He kept his oath. Cole took his head for it.
Where have you been these last days? You vanished without so much as a word.
I apologize for my absence and secrecy, but such was necessary. I went to King's Landing
To what possible end?
to meet Queen Alicent and sue for peace.
You saw Alicent.
Yes, I did.
You could have been taken or slain.
I inherited 80 years of peace from my father. Before I was to end it, I needed to know that there was another path.
There isn't any path now.
No idea.
Except she ends up being triumphant. Her
Only one
bloodline.
choice remains to me. Either I win my claim or die.
She's triumphant, but yet dies as both.
Cole's victories are only important. He marches on.
I wonder how they're going to play it out,
His
though.
house was just hours away when Lord Staunton's ravens took
Why looks red? Not in Dustington. It's but a small coastal keep.
Lord Staunton is a member of this council.
Well, Aegon's going to kill her first, but Aegon also dies.
We have no army on the mainland.
We know how she dies. Because it told us in Game of Thrones. Well, Joffrey, the idiot. Or the,
There are those who have mistaken my caution for weakness.
oh my gosh. He's the worst. One of the worst.
Let that be their undoing. I will go.
Aegon is a lot better than Joffrey.
Cannot.
I will not lose dragons to war whilst I hide.
I'll say this about Aegon II. He's better than Joffrey.
If you die, all is lost. It's not me. No. I'll burn Cole's line to withdraw before King's Landing could
You lack the experience.
You must send me, Your Grace.
This
Maelys
hurt
is your
me.
largest dragon and no stranger to battle. I will need Cole.
She knew she was probably going through a suicide mission. She could have lived, but I am so sad that none of Rhaenyra's boys, like Jace, never got to have kids. The only one from Team Green I like. Helena? Is that how you pronounce it? I feel sorry for her.
For your claim and mine,
She should have been the one to marry Chase. Even though that is a reason for an incest.
I should have told you.
Well, if it's a family feud, it's a family feud with dragons
Viserys told me he meant to be a successor.
over a throne.
And it has passed from king to heir. Since Aegon the Conqueror's time.
Why couldn't they fight without using dragons?
I never told you because I was unsure that I
Oh, I love Sunfire. I feel sorry for Sunfire.
Since the idea,
He has an inexperienced rider.
they are a protector.
And Maelys, too. I love Maelys.
Ordained to lead the Seven Kingdoms
My
into
heart.
strength and to unite them against a common foe. Viserys chose me to succeed him.
Each episode's really getting good. I love the dragon fight and everything about it. It's just it seems like a cowardly move,
It's meant to be this
but it's well calculated. Since the older dragon, Vhagar, is so old,
I have to send the dragons to war.
I think if it took on Maelys 101, it would have died. Maelys would have had a shot
The whole
at defeating Vhagar if Sunfire did not come and get in between
I must believe what Viserys told me when he
because of the writer's
what
experience.
Jaehaerys had told him.
I think experience trumps a lot. Even Aemond had more battle experience than Aegon the Second.
Aegon the Conqueror's dream. He called it the Song of Ice and Fire.
And Vhagar is so scary.
Order the Darkling levies to break off and move ahead. We must keep the dragon's attention divided. Make the signal. What signal? All is going to plan.
Meleys is such a beautiful dragon. I can't wait to see Morning Sun. No, Morning. It's supposed to be a black and pink dragon. I hope we get to see that one. I hope we get to see that one. Yeah, it scared me when I seen Rhaegar come up after it was like camouflaged. It just scared me. Uh-oh. Idiot. Wait, Vhagar.
Vhagar. See now.
Oh, boy. And Vhagar's a girl dragon, too, so there's that. So in dragons, it doesn't matter male or female. They're both all powerful. So why can't it be that for humans, you know? And Sunfire is so beautiful. Ugh. I feel sorry for these dragons.
His Grace the King's.
This was your secret plot, Carl.
No.
The king himself lay
No.
out they have died in the attempt.
That's what you get for having a secret plan without telling the fucking king, though. So Kristen Cole, that's what secrecy secrecy ruins things.
For the seven have blessed and shielded this house with divine purpose. For the one true king, Aegon.
The one true queen, Rhaenyra. All because they didn't want to, all because she didn't want to run away with Crispy Cole. And he holds on to that grudge. And he thinks that, oh my gosh, how? And they attack Meleys. Oh, technically, she did the same thing with Sunfire, though. Ooh. Dragon's blood. Oh, man, it was yelping. Oh my gosh, that hurts. Vhagar. The holy wings of Vhagar. If it wasn't 2-on-1, Meleys would have had a shot. But Aemon did roast his brother, though, because he took the shot. He can't even hold on. Thank the gods for what? He said, thank the gods. No. Uh-huh. She could have escaped, but she chose. Rhaenys is a brave. She ain't leaving her dragon. She's strapped in. Those beautiful, majestic creatures. Wow. The size difference, too. She did. It looks like a dance when they're fighting. That's why they said Dance of the Dragons. Because it looks like a dance when they're fighting. It's just beautiful. But yet, it hurts. She could have left after Rhaegar hit the ground, though. So, no. Oh, Crispy Cole got knocked out. I wish it would. I wish that should have been the end of him. Literally, should have been the end. Rhaegar. Oh, they killed some of their own men probably as well. You're going straight to the. You know it's coming. Oh! The throat. It's so good. That hurts. My favorite character always will be Rhaenys. Aemon's going to get his just desserts. Oh, it'll be coming up soon. I wonder what next episode's going to be like. I know there'll be a lot of mad people. Mad. Team Black mad. But Team Black has more dragons. Even those that haven't been claimed. But they have more dragons than Team Green. One big old dragon. And then one that didn't have hardly any experience is not going to be enough for Team Green. And Crispy Cole knows for a fucking fact Rhaenyra saw the white stag and didn't kill the stag. She was a true ruler. He knows that. All because he didn't get his way with her. He didn't get into power. All that power went to his head. That strong guy was a better man. And Rhaenyra was a better mother. A better mother than Allison, and it proves, and it shows.
Where's his face?
Oh, that poor Sunfire. Oh, he's never going to get laid again. The queen should have his head, though. I'm just saying. Well, those were the Heaven Secrets. But the king will get you. In this past episode. But I love House of the Dragon. And the Dance of the Dragons is going to be even more hard and sad. I can't wait to see morning when it hatches, if they let us see it. That was the fourth egg out of the 3 that's supposed to be Daenerys. Direct descendant of Rhaenyra. So she should have been.
Streets of Dragon Melees! Slain by King Megon!
Her.
Is he alive?
We cannot challenge
Really?
King's edict without the resistance. At
Terms are simple. Bend the knee to me, or your house burns.
You were made to wear a crown.
Kings don't lack for heirs.
So you cast me aside.
We have given order to the dragons. You preside over it.
The people whispered when Viserys left there was peace.
Giving the war to the dragons.
There was a war
When you
among
give the
those
war
who
to the
fought
dragons and you don't have as many as the other side, you're an idiot. Yeah, Kristen Cole's an idiot. Anyway, so yeah, that is dumb. They're outnumbered by dragons. The only thing they had, they should have left out the dragons, period, and just went to just battle with war.
He's taken down Duskendale and Rosby and Darkland and should be marching on Harrenhal with the force that he's assembled.
Carl's victories have only emboldened him. He marches on Rook's Rest.
Rook's Rest is a tiny coastal keep right across the bay. Rhaenyra seizes upon that.
There are those who have mistaken my caution for weakness. Let that be their undoing.
And plays right into Cole's hand. George always said about
I'd
Daemon
say
is the
Aegon
rogue
did
villain
Rhaenyra a
of Snow
favor.
and that's what makes him fascinating as a character. Part of Daemon's story in Harrenhal this season is having to
But since
face
Rhaenyra
and atone
didn't
for
battle,
the sins of his past. Lena,
Lena,
Daemon, who probably had a hand of it in his creation, and very much young Rhaenyra.
Speak plainly. It's a journey of discovery and unraveling, and it's all beginning to make him become really unstuck.
Daemon is experiencing one of his core injuries. This is the room that has caused him so much pain. It's the seat that he's coveted for so long and was denied. And then the little girl who stole it from him. Before he knows it, he exacts vengeance.
It's the blood of the dragon that connected in such a deep way, and the idea that he could harm her is, really alien.
He's still very closed to these intrusive visions, but they start to break down the very carefully constructed walls that he's put up around himself.
Touch late to be stalking about a strange castle.
Alice Rivers is written about quite a bit in the book. She's described as a kind of woods witch that lives at Harrenhal, has possibly been there for hundreds of years. You don't really know immediately whether she is what she says she is.
friend or foe.
You are a strange kind of woman.
I'm no one at all. I'm a barno.
Alice Rivers, friend or foe.
She's not afraid of him, and I think that he recognizes that, and that's unusual for him. Have you experienced anything?
I like the
No.
actress who plays her,
She
though.
instills a sort of curiosity in Damon. What is she? Was she influencing me? Am I beholden to her?
She understands things about him, whether because she's just a good reader of people or there's something else going on, and she penetrates him in a way that I think fascinates him, but also makes him very uncomfortable.
I think it's really up for debate whether Alice is shaping Damon's journey in terms of his kind of spiritual awakening, or if he's doing that himself.
So Kristen is marching on Rook's Rest.
I can't wait to see what's next. I
The
can't
two of
help
you
but like it
plotting
so much.
without my authority.
They should have been open with Aegon about the battle plan, which
Character. Aemond in this scene is still
it's their
furious
fault.
at his humiliation at the brothel. Aemond and Aegon both, of course, learned High Valyrian as children. It's just that Aemond paid a little more attention to it.
That scene is a public execution, in a way. Only him and Aegon can understand. It's a public shame.
I say the actors and actresses did a phenomenal job.
He's aware that everyone else
Especially Rhaenyra and Daemon, and the ones who play Rhaenyra and Daemon and Rhaenys, when they look at each other, you can just tell what they're thinking. That's good acting.
If there's one rule to take
They
away
said,
from House
I
of
know
Dragon,
who did
don't
that.
have Daemon bad things happen to you.
Don't tell her.
They don't care what I think.
Oh,
Allison's just
really?
come off of this near assassination
did
attempt with her head spinning, wondering whether she
I did it for
misinterpreted
you.
what Viserys' final words were. And then she comes back home and sees Aegon just, stomping around.
Then
and
why
ranting
didn't
like
they
an
just
excellent
kill
teenager.
Aegon
Council. Cole
instead of
didn't see their
Aemon?
campaign without seeking my aid or even my
But then
thoughts.
again, his heir drop.
Many people's beliefs Aegon is a
You
very
go for the
sensitive
heir,
individual. He wants
which
his
happens to
mom's
be a
love. He
kid.
wants his mom's validation. He wants her to believe
Nah.
in him.
Alison can coat her words in honey a little bit more to Aegon.
But why did they
Tension.
say Rhaenyra's the kinslayer? Was she didn't do anything, but they did not
She lost a bit of the composure
nail
that
it
we've
in
seen
that
in Alicent,
Aemond
and she simply tells him,
is the
you need to
kinslayer.
do what's needed of you, which is,
He killed Lucy.
and it's the most devastating,
They killed
most
Luke.
demeaning, belittling thing that you could have said to her son in that moment.
It's the first time we see Alison point
Who
blank
said this?
tell him everything that he can't hear, especially the way how fragile he is at that time too. And how he's just becoming more and more naked and more.
That
alone,
dragon's
and
so
that's one of the
scary,
final straws for
Rhaegar.
everything before he fully spirals.
And the reason, everyone wants to blame Rhaenyra's kids for giving Aemon that eye. But who was the one who stole her mama's dragon? Who was the one who stole the mother of Baela and Rhaena, their mother's dragon, and bullied those girls? In the first place, Jace and Luke stood up for them.
Your Grace, I will need to go.
Alicent was the worst mother
Having said
on
for
the
a
face of the
whole
planet,
season,
though.
We mustn't use
And
dragons.
not
We
even
use
intelligent.
dragons. If it has to be done, if this action has to be taken, then it's better that she does it than anybody else. Ultimately, she is expendable, where Rhaenyra is not.
What should be a small campaign to take a small keep turns into a kind of watershed moment. The first act of full-on dragon conflict. All bets are off. All order is gone. Whatever you thought was important on the battlefield doesn't matter at all. It's basically just a collateral damage site because the real battle is going on over your heads.
Aegon has arrived as the fly in the ointment, so to speak. It's changed the strategy. Now Vhagar and Cole have to contend with the fact that the king is in the fray and they have to protect the king.
Well, Aegon didn't have to protect the king because he roasted the king. Aemon roasted his own brother.
The question it
He's
raises,
the
did he seize an
kinslayer.
opportunity where he could take 2 players off the board, or was Aegon just collateral? When he's plummeting to the earth after being hit by a ball of fire, all of his fears of Aemon's betrayal come true.
All the people affected by this, Cole is the one who's most slammed by it because it was his plan.
Cole has been in battle before. He's seen people die. He's seen people crushed beneath horses. And so Cole had to be particularly touched by the distinct and specific nature of dragon war and how insignificant it made soldiers like him on the battlefield.
He's playing chess and messing with things.
He doesn't understand, yeah. Kirsten's a dummy.
Is the sort of moral loss by his own.
I thought take it to Fabian.
Responsible for it, the worst
That's
possible
how
thing
you
that could have
pronounce
happened.
it. A good actor. I hate his character with a passion. He's a two-faced backstabbing.
I think it's a Pyrrhic victory for both sides. We lose Rhaenys, one of Rhaenyra's most trusted
If he truly
counselors.
loved Rhaenyra,
We don't really know the condition of Sunfire or Aegon. You just
he
have to
wouldn't have
regard
held
it
the
as
grudge.
a great emblem and example of how horrible and awful Dragon War is, and the reason that it needs to be waged with great restraint.
I can't wait for the next episode, though. I'll end it there for tonight. Ciao for now.